Shalom Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and say touch to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I want to get in this article. He says, stunned by the West, this African country has found a new friend, and it's not China. If you know what's going on in the economic world, you know, Africa is looking for new investors in some of the parts of the West Coast, you know, and the infrastructure, and they're allowing different countries to come in and, you know, like put their bids in for business and stuff like that. And Russia, China, you know, these are some of the BRICS nations, and they're over there with their influence because some of the UN nations, such as, you know, France, you know, Britain, you know, those countries, they've been there doing business for quite some time, and you know, it hasn't been in their in the Africans in those guys good interests, so to speak. You know, they keep getting coup d'etats happening in their countries. You know, they're getting the goods being extracted out of their countries, are being sold on the market for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're getting pennies on their workers. You know, so pennies on the dollar. You know, those dealings are. Let me bring that out, man, because you know, a person can only take so much, man. You know, and you know, and that's what's going on. That's what we're seeing that right before our very eyes. That they said that they're done with that. You know, they're trying to move in a new direction, and that new direction is India. India is coming up as a power shaker as far as, you know, as a mover right now, even though, you know, the money and everything is getting ready to be collapsed very soon. But as we're at the end and things are falling apart, you know, India is coming up. And why is that? Because India is a third world country, but at the same time they're spending. You know, they're spending. They have a huge gap between the rich and the poor. And the rich, they're spending, they're building the economy up and their country up, and the poor, you know, they're building it. They're the ones that's getting the shitty end of the stick, you know, really the shitty end of the stick. But real quick, this slap is, let's just put this in there real fast. This is Sirach 10 and 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. And the West, you know, they've got a lot of riches and unrighteous dealings over there, and they've got a lot of the things by deceit, man, over there, you know. And like I say, those BRIC nations came through there. Russia put that seed into those Africans over there and told them, you know, there are other countries you could do business with. You don't have to be stuck letting France run your country. You don't have to be stuck with the British putting their foot down on your ass. You know what I'm saying? You can rebel, and there are other countries and we'll do business with you. So we're seeing that, you know, it's happening, you know, and how long it's going to last. It's not going to last that long because, like we know, you know, war is on the horizon, and Esau don't play that game, man. You know, he's in control of the earth right now, and he'll do what he can to make sure he'll disrupt your whole way of life, your civilization, if you mess up his money or his dollar or anything that he got going, you know. But yeah, that's how the devil rolls, Esau. Because right now, his pockets, he's going to be feeling in his pockets very soon. But like I say, he's going to come with war, man. You know, the devil, he ain't about to just give up anything, man. You know, he makes it seems like he's giving up something, but he's really not. He'll play the role like you're free, you're independent, but you're really not. You're still going to be taxed. All the islands in the Caribbeans, you know, they've so-called had independence, you know, and all they gave them was a parade, and they still have to pay taxes to England. You know, same with Nigeria and the other countries on the west coast of Africa. Yeah, you're free. We get your own money with your own people on it. But guess what? All your goods and taxes got to come to Britain, you know. So you're never really free, you know, not in this place, under this wicked system. This is Jeremiah 22 and 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and give him not for his work. That saith, I will build me a wide house and large chambers, and cut him out windows, and it cried with cedar and painted with vermin. Shall thou reign because thou, let me drop down. Let me read that part. So he says, Jeremiah 22:15, shall thou reign because thou closest thyself in the cedar? Did not thy father eat and drink and do judgment and justice, and then it was well with him? He judged the cause of the poor and the needy, then it was well with him. Was not this to me, saith the Lord? Really, I just wanted this Jeremiah 22:13, Salaki. So let me bring that back. This is woe unto them to build his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and give him not for his work, man. And those, like I said, those other countries over there, they're really starting to understand this market, so to speak. They're getting those imperialists off their neck, But at the end of the day, once again, the whole market's getting ready to crash, So, but they're still trying to do business, and it's something that they're going to build upon. They're not trying to use the Western's influence, But like I say, once again, what comes behind that? War, sanctions, different things of that nature, man. But once again, you have the BRICS nations that are picking up those, coming up and saying, we're going to help you. You don't have to worry about those. This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away, man. So yes, they were in bed. They trusted those other guys, but now they have another docile heathen over there. But he's buried in those dealing with the British and dealing with the French and stuff. So we see who runs these markets and everything. These heathens and Esau. Esau runs it for real, but the heathens play their part. They do their part, whether it be they give up land. They don't have no problem with the taxing. They don't have no problem with the way India came, the world, the UN came through with these jump shots and told India that they had to take them, and they were the first test grounds for mass mass rounding up, herd rounding vaccinations, whether it been you can go down the list because they had something called the polio that was there a few years ago. And I remember they had the stars, their own Bollywood stars, going to these towns, and the next thing you know, they were getting run out by the people, man. It was like, man, this thing that you gave us is jacking us up, man. It's supposed to be helping us, but in actuality, it's jacking us up, man. So never trust thy enemy, man. But yeah, these West Africans are gonna go do business with Elon instead, which once again is part of the BRICS nation. So it's just showing you that the BRICS nation is working together and trying to help pull up the other countries that the UN has drained and is still draining. They're trying to show that we're here to help, even though, like we say and we always speak upon, the Edomite is Edomite. It doesn't matter if he speaks French, Russian, Spanish, English. He's still an Edomite, man. And they have councils and secret meetings, and they come together, and they're chopping up and divvying up, the world. And these heathens, and some of these heathens are starting to find out and catch on. They can't do nothing really, but they're understanding more of what's going on. And I just seen this article and thought that this was important because it's a power move that's happening. And with that being said, I hope this is edifying, man. Once again, Africa is deciding to trade with India, and is gonna and China still has contracts over there, but they're gonna be working them up out of there. With that being said, I'll just edifying. Shalom, Makia.